Okay, and here's our spring garden update. Spring 2022. This is part 2. Early weeks in March, and I want to show you how we're doing over here. Now, this is the ginger plant. That green stalk there is ginger. These other sticks in here are sticks that I had in the yard, and I just put them in for a support structure. That's not part of the ginger. Now over the winter we did have a couple cold days, and I put bubble wrap. It went down below freezing, and I put bubble wrap around the ginger and the pepper plant. And they did okay. Ginger still had greenery until that last night below freezing, and this is the only stem still left. There were some other green stems, and they died back on those frigid nights. And if you look way down in there, you can see, if I can point out to you, you see what the ginger roots look like? They're kind of poking out from the top of the soil. Some out here also. I'm going to leave those in and see if they sprout more greenery. I'm going to give them a good chance to grow in the spring. But if they don't, if they decide not to do that, I'll harvest. Otherwise, I'll leave those ginger roots in there and let them grow. Because what I'm really interested in doing these first couple years is learning how to tend these plants, how to care for them, and letting them teach me how they grow. Oh my gosh, I can smell the ginger because I just watered. That's so cool. I love that. I love that smell. So that's our ginger plant. We have one green stalk left, and we're going to see what happens down below. And if you remember, we had some discussion in the fall about whether we could overwinter pepper plants. Yes, we can. Because there are 2 plants in here. Now, I didn't plant according to directions. Because I said Mother Nature wouldn't do it that way. Mother Nature's not going to plant 12 to 18 inches apart. Mother Nature would let you plant right together, let your stems intertwine to support each other, let your roots intertwine for strength and friendship. So that's what I did. And yeah, I do have 2 plants in there on the buddy system. You can see where I did trim back. According to advice, I trimmed back on each plant a bit. But I did also leave a few green leaves, and I said, well, let's let the plant decide if it wants to drop those leaves or not. And guess what? It kept growing all winter long, even producing fruit, blossoms and fruit all winter, which I was completely surprised about. This fruit was on here before the last frost. Still there, each plant producing. They're not as big. I think these are probably done. They don't get as big in the winter, the jalapenos, but they're still there. I think that's cool. Now, I do have some extra room in the pot. I might try to plant banana pepper seeds again. We'll see what happens. Last time I had so many jalapenos a couple weeks ago, I started giving them away because I already had a freezer full. Alright, so pepper plants, zone 9 overwinter. Heck yeah, worked out okay. I did, like I said, covered in wrap, couple cold nights. And then the only other thing I have going on is this rosemary. Second pot, why? Because it's said to repel mosquitoes just with its aroma, so I like that. These are the chives from the grocery store. grown-up gangbusters, and yes, I have eaten some, and yes, they taste really good. A little string coming off there. So they're growing great. I planted a key lime seed in this pot. I have no idea if it'll grow, but I thought it'd be fun to try. We'll see what happens, huh? And whatever's growing down in there is a volunteer. I don't know what it is. I didn't plant it, but it's pretty and it showed up. So I said, alright, you can stay in there. Everyone seems happy. And that's the spring update from the garden. Bam.